Alright, here we are at the hossitis house. Here's our log splitters that we hand built. Me, him, and his son Brandon. He's on my channel as a ranger. And then you got hossitis. He's got most of his videos on my channel too. But there's our log splitters. I'll talk about the blue one here first. The trailer itself we bought from Harbor Freight. I think it was about $125 roughly. That's with the coupons, and it was on sale too. It came with wheels and tires, fenders, axle, and the frame part here. The rest of it we just added on top. Talk about the motor. It's a Briggs & Stratton 5 horsepower. Plenty of horsepower to power your log splitter. It runs the 4 gallons of hydraulic fluid. The main part of the log splitter is your I-beam. That's just a section we had. We just cut it out. We got our 4-inch cylinder on top of there. It's got a 24-inch stroke on it, and it's got a 2-inch rod inside. Here's our valve. It goes in, and it stops when you let off, and then you pull it back, and it pulls its way all the way back. Then we got our little pump on the bottom down here. That came from Northern Tool. And then we also got our filter system. We got from Rally's. It's just a universal filter. All it is just you got your tree, then you got your filter sits on top of that. Then you just buy all your line and everything from. We bought our stuff from Northern, but that's pretty much it on the blue one. Got our hand-built wedge up here too, and we had to go that big because we done bent like 3 of them already. So we actually bent this plate right here. We bent it into like a U shape before, so we had to go with pretty good thick stuff and double it up. Then up here we got our wedge. Yeah, thicken it up real good. And here's just another big old chunk of metal we had. We had that on there and welded that up. But that's the blue one. It also tilts too. I meant to mention that. Show you where it tilts. That's our little locking thing we kind of invented. Just put a little piece of metal in there and welded a little piece up here, and that's how we put that together. Then up here we just took a piece of gas pipe, made it hinged to hinge on with a solid rod in there. So it's pretty sturdy going on the road. Pulls real good, don't bounce or anything. So pretty good home built log splitter. Don't have a whole lot invested. We probably got roughly, what do you think?
Probably about 800.
Roughly about $800 in this one log splitter here. Here's another one. This is made out of just a trailer we kind of found. Just hand built it, and we got an old car axle that we put in there. Some old tires and wheels we put on there too. The fenders, hand built them too. Just use a metal brake. Built them fenders up. How many gallons is this tank right here?
Brandon said he thinks it's 10 gallons, but I was thinking more about like 8.
So yeah, roughly about 8 gallons of hydraulic fluid. That's plenty enough. So this stays pretty cool. And we got this little MTD yard machine, 5 horsepower motor on this one. So then again, 5 horsepower is plenty enough to push your hydraulic fluid. This here, it's also a 4-inch cylinder. It's got a, what is it, 1.5-inch rod?
1
1 3/4 rod. How many reaches on this one?
24 on stroke too.
24 on stroke on this one too. Well, this one don't tilt. So this is just just like a super duty. It just pushes our big pieces if we can get them up on there. Nothing can really stop this thing. We'll take some videos one day and of us pushing some logs. I think you can actually go to hossitis and look at his channel and view how good it works. But we just got our wedge and we welded up right there. And our little push bar. But check him out on Hoss, and he can show you exactly how it works. Maybe I can take some videos later down the road, and once we start doing our woodworking again. But that's it. Y'all have a good one.